Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with the post-game recap of their 6-1 defeat against the Winnipeg Jets. That is 3 preseason games in a row where Edmonton has given up 6 goals, and it doesn't seem like it matters, how many NHL players are in the lineup as opposed to young stars. Edmonton is bleeding goals against right now. Defensively, their structure looks a little bit off, but this is why you play these preseason games. The coaching staff, they are going to work on things, and I expect more cuts to come tomorrow morning. There's a few players for sure that I think are absolutely not going to be making this team, and they didn't make themselves a very good case to stick around after tonight. A couple players that I was a little bit more disappointed with than I would have liked to have been, but we will talk about it, of course. If you end up liking this video, make sure you hit like. If you really like it, make sure to subscribe. We're just getting in the swing of things here. Daily uploads, daily content, and of course at the end of the video I will be mentioning the hockey pool once again and how to enter that for free, enter your team, that sort of thing. As I mentioned, Edmonton, they lose 6-1 to the Winnipeg Jets, and the Jets had a very NHL caliber lineup. They had Velarde in the lineup. They had Gustafsson. They had Niederreiter, Lowry, Ehlers, Scheifele, Kyle Connor, Pionk, Miller, Morrissey. It was a lineup that most of those players are going to be in the lineup come October 9th for the home opener for Edmonton against the same Winnipeg Jets. So this is a good look to have. I think Edmonton's going to definitely keep the tape on this. For the NHL vets that were in the lineup for Edmonton, like Janmark and Connor Brown and those players, it's going to be good to go over a few things with them. And for the young players, this is also a learning opportunity. A lot of them got to go up against a lot stiffer competition than what they're going to face either going back to junior or down in the AHL. I was hoping for a little bit more from a few players, but of course, again, I'm not too worried about it. It's just preseason. They were outshot 37-27. The Oilers had 5 power plays, including a brief 5-on-3. They gave up a shorthanded goal on that in the third period. The hits don't really get tracked properly. So this is from NHL.com. Hits were 13-11. I imagine they were a lot different. When the regular season starts, you see the hits go way up. So block shots, 10 apiece. Giveaways, 27 giveaways from Edmonton, and only 4 takeaways. So you would expect the team that Winnipeg had tonight to win. I also expected a bit of a better showing from a few Oilers. Now, speaking of Oilers, let's take a look at who was in the lineup. Take a look at some of the stats here from NHL.com. I'm sorting by plus minus, the negatives, of course. Savoy, I thought, had his worst game of the preseason, and I think his worst game since the Young Stars tournament in Penticton. That was definitely the worst I've seen him look. He definitely looked completely overmatched throughout most of the game. However, there were a couple glimpses in the third period, especially late. There was one play where he went through 3 Winnipeg Jets. He came in, he got in on the outside, and he got a backhand off, and it went off the post. He was this close to scoring. It was a beautiful individual effort, and that's something that Matthew Savoy can do. He can be a bit of a not a game breaker, but a shift breaker. Every now and then he has these shifts and he just completely takes the game over. So that's encouraging to see. But when you look at the game overall from Savoy, not great. Sam O'Reilly, I think he really struggled tonight. He had a really bad game. Plus minus isn't something I'm too worried about at this stage of preseason. But when you look at extra context with Sam O'Reilly, especially the advanced stats, I'm sorting by expected goals for. Sam O'Reilly was right at the bottom. My head's in the way. But Sam O'Reilly's expected goals for tonight was 17.74%. Just a brutal game from Sam O'Reilly at 5-on-5. And of course, when we look at Corsi for, Corsi against, the pucks were going towards his net every time he was out there and not towards the opponent's goal. So, for Sam O'Reilly, for someone who's leaned on defensively, who has a very high defensive ceiling, a little bit disappointing. I will say, though, in saying that, positive players, James Hamlin, I thought, had a good game. Derek Ryan had a good game. Mike Hoffman had a strange game. He definitely was one of the reasons why Winnipeg got a shorthanded goal in the third period, but his game at 5-on-5 was good. He doesn't look like he's out of sorts right now. Mike Hoffman has been playing very good, and Ty Emberson is also someone who I think played a good game considering the circumstances. He definitely held himself above water throughout the entire game, so that was really good to see from him. And then Max Wanner, of course, same thing. I think he had an okay game. I don't think he had a great game, but you're going up against a very tough lineup in the Winnipeg Jets, And, it's tough to ask for too much. De Jong was invisible. Peterson had a bad game. Kajula was kind of invisible. Janmark was okay. Connor Brown was good. He's a little engine that just keeps going. He ended up scoring a nice deflection goal from a Hoffenmeyer shot. And Noah Philp is someone that this was the one player I was expecting a little bit more from, especially on the penalty kill and 5-on-5. Now, I don't know if fatigue is starting to set in for Noah Philp, but he did get an assist, which is really good to see. He's being rewarded right now. He is fighting with Derek Ryan, I think, for that fourth line center position. But if Derek Ryan plays like he did tonight, of course, Noah Philp is not going to be the one that gets that. Derek Ryan will for sure be the one that holds on to that. I would like Philp to remain with the team or at least have a chance at that fourth line center position because we do need some youth in the bottom six right now. Hamblin would be a good one too. That would be great. On defense, like I said, I thought Emberson had a pretty good game. Warner was okay. Carrick was okay. Hoffenmeyer, he finished a +1. He was the only defenseman on Edmonton that was not a negative or a minus tonight, and he had an assist, that shot from the point that was deflected in. Hoffenmeyer, he's shown some offensive glimpses here. He did against Calgary, and then he did against tonight. So that's good to see. Brett Kulak probably had a forgettable night. Delia, he had an 800 save percentage. Stuart Skinner did not have a great game either. But again, I'm not going to fault goaltending here, and we're not going to fault Stuart Skinner. It's the first preseason game for him. He's trying to get himself into game shape and get ready for the regular season. Like I mentioned with the Winnipeg Jets here, they had Nemesnikov, Lowry, Ehlers, Scheifele. Like they had a very good lineup in tonight. The Winnipeg Jets are a good team. They're going to be a good team this year, and the lineup that they put out there was very good. And Kakinen, he is a very serviceable backup goaltender. If they had Hellebuck and net, I imagine the score would have been 6-0 tonight. But that's honestly pretty much it for me for the post-game recap. Again, normally I have notes for each period. My work schedule tonight didn't allow me to see the entire game, so I had to get some clips, and then I had to use advanced stats to get some context. And then, of course, I was browsing Twitter and getting some fan feedback. So a lot of that comes from you. What were your thoughts of the games tonight? Please let me know in the comments section down below. And now we are going to quickly discuss the hockey pool. Yes, the Austin hockey pool, completely free to enter. There will be a link in the description of this video. When you click that link, it will bring you to a screen where you are able to put a team name in, your email, and it's box style. You just pick 24 players, you hit submit, and we already have a lot of people signing up. First place in the hockey pool this year is going to be a Authentic Pro jersey or the cash equivalent of $600. If you don't want the jersey, I would just give you $600. And of course, the Authentic Pro jersey, it is not exclusive to Oilers or Oilers fans. This is open to hockey fans. And, if you're a Bruins fan or a Ducks fan and you end up winning and you want a Bruins jersey or a Ducks jersey, hey, I will order you what you prefer. Or even if you're an Oilers fan and you like the Ducks new jerseys and you want one of them, that's what you win. Second prize will be $250 cash. Third prize will be $100 cash. And I'm still working on the Discord. I was hoping to have the Discord server all set up by yesterday, which would have been Tuesday. I have the Discord channel ready to go. I just need to figure out how to moderate it so that we don't get an influx of people and we don't get anyone, coming in that are able to troll or spam. So once I have some security locked down on that thing, I will be putting out the Discord in the description of the videos as well. I'm excited to keep building our community. It has been so much fun already early in the season interacting with a lot of you. So I will see you in the next one. Like I mentioned, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. If you are not yet subscribed, tell all your friends, tell someone that you love them. That is super important. Please tell someone that you love them. And as always, fight like Ben, fight like a kid. We'll see you soon, Oil Country. Take care.